just record this. Good morning. Good morning. It's so beautiful to be here again on a Wednesday with Wednesday Wisdom, and we've got the beautiful Sally Jess here with us, talking about creating your unique interior style. So if you're watching on Women of Light, good morning to all the beautiful women. And if you're watching on YouTube, hello to you as well. Would love to get some comments in the bottom down there as well in YouTube. And if you just press subscribe and the bell, you'll actually get to see us come on when we do, because we're going to be putting more and more stuff onto YouTube. So hi, Sally.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm going amazing, thank you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's raining here in Queensland, and we're on the land, so we desperately need it. But I think the boys are going to hope that it stops soon, because we start harvesting sweet potatoes in a couple of more weeks. So
yeah, so that's not good when you're doing potatoes,
look,
right?
us farmers can never be pleased. I can tell you that. We grizzle when it's raining and we grizzle when it's not raining. So
yeah. I've actually lived in the country at various times in my life, so I know that. So you're an interior designer, is that correct?
Like, no, I'm not. There is a difference between an interior designer and an interior decorator. I am an interior decorator. I come in and help people jazz up their homes, whereas an interior designer will come in and they work with the builders. They're more foundational, etc. You know, they do the plannings of the kitchen and the design and that sort of thing. So
yes,
more about coming in and decorating. So an interior stylist, decorator.
Yeah. And so we've actually spoken before. I think I was interviewed by you on your Facebook as well. So one of the things that we spoke about is just the fact that it makes such a huge difference to your mood, to your energy, to all sorts of, like, your vibration when you've got this beautiful experience happening in your world, right? So do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So I'm when I connect with my clients, I sort of educate them a bit that it's not about just creating the space, it's about creating the feel. So creating an emotional connection with your home. So when you walk into your room, say for instance your bedroom, that's your like sacred space. That's the space that you feel the most that you can actually be at peace. So it's about creating that feeling as soon as you walk into the room, and that's where the styling comes in. So it's the colors, it's the textures, it's the bits and pieces, the home decors that you put in there. And it's all about creating an emotional connection with your home. Sometimes you might walk into your girlfriend's place and it's as boring as but that's how you perceive that. But she is comfortable, that she's cozy, she's at peace in her home. So we all have that different type of feel that we try and create.
It's so true, isn't it? I've got a very diverse friendship, sisterhood, that connect in different ways to me. Like, I've got friends that are extremely intelligent, and so we connect on a mind level, and I've got friends that are very spiritual, and so I've got this wide range of friendships. And just as you were talking, I was thinking of two that actually live down the road from each other. One of them, very, like bright, bold, a lot of square sort of images, reds and blacks and, all that, like leather and all that sort of stuff. And the other one, I walk in and just feel like home, like just this, she's just got this beautiful way of decorating. Like it's natural to her that you just feel like you're going on a path and a journey, and there's always a little corner to turn, and you just feel at home and comfortable, you know, as soon as you walk in. So it's very interesting, isn't it? People's personality and different dynamics,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah. And, you know, there is so many different types of interior styles out there, you know, your Scandinavian, your modern, your shabby chic, your rustic, traditional, etc. But a lot of us would have quite a few elements from, you know, certain interior styles. But at the end of the day, it's about creating how you want to feel in your home. Like, there's no rule. Like, I most probably break the rules for the interior decorating, because it's about what comes from within you, and it reflects out to your home.
Yeah, that's so true. And so what is your thoughts on you know, there's always the latest fashion in clothes. I've never been a clothes fashion person. How it, like, there's sort of different genres, isn't there, when it comes to like what's in at the moment, like, and is that true? Like, I just feel like there's nothing in at the moment. It's all like whatever feels comfortable. Is that correct? Because there used to be like this set.
It used to be structured that, you know, every, you know, autumn or every season something different would come in. And, you know, I just think that why do we have to wait for every season to come in? Why are we waiting when we can just, you know, go and find things that actually suit how we want to feel in our home and how that represents us?
Absolutely. And that's happening more and more, right? People are coming from the heart, understanding they want to feel comfortable in the home, you know. So the latest fashion is not necessarily what's piquing people's processes anymore. You know, they're coming to that understanding of how they feel. I'm actually house sitting my mum's house at the moment. Sort of don't know how long for, and so it's not mine and it is mine at the same time because she's not here.
Yes.
So there's this whole like, okay, how do I create the balance, you know, like how do I sort of move into my style? So lots of plants. I've got a plant here, I've got a plant there, you know, plants in the kitchen and the bathroom, and you know,
it's those little bits that make it yours, that your little special touches that will make you feel that you are at home, but knowing that it's not your home as well.
Yeah.
So I even see that you've got your scarves hanging up on there. Well, that's obviously a representation of who you are, and that's something that it creates you. So you inject that into your home.
Well, to tell you the truth, this used to be my bedroom. And so, when I removed in here, because there's, you know, a lot of health issues with mum. When I moved back in here, I thought I can't be in this room because I couldn't move around my bed. It wasn't big enough for my bed, and it was just an issue for me. So talking about style and I was already dealing with a whole heap of stuff because of mum's health challenges. So I made it easier for myself, and I moved my bedroom into the other room and then my office in here.
Yeah.
And through that process, didn't do anything about the scarves. So the scarves have always, that's right.
They're always there. And, you know, it's the same as any space that you go into, like, you know, for example, your office, like, you know, just think about the places that you spend the most time in and how, you know, what type of energy do you want to get out of by being in there? You know, I'm in my office for a good part of the day, and I have red in my office because it's an energy color, you know, it's an uplifting color. So think about the colors that you bring into your spaces as well, and what type of vibration you want to receive from those colors.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So have you got any other tips, or, you know, to create your own unique style? What is it that you share with people that, you know, like just some small like things that people ask about in the, you know, language?
One of my biggest thing would be actually going to your cupboard, your wardrobe, and looking what colours and what patterns and textures you have in your cupboard, your wardrobe, because most times you might find that that is actually, it reflects into your home as well. I had said this in a conversation to one of my friends the other day, and she sort of looked at me and she said, really? I said, well, you try it. And you know what? I actually seen her on Facebook that she chose colours that she genuinely, usually wears all the time, like the blues and then the earthy tones to sort of bring that softness in. So have a look in your wardrobe and see what you've got in there, because yeah, that usually reflects of what comes into your home too. So, and I would say another thing going on from that is the colours. Think about the colours. I know it can be so overwhelming with all the different types of colours, but just sort of sit and look. I know I was in Bunnings the other day and just looking at all the colour schemes there, the different types of colours. And, I was in my element, but other people get so overwhelmed with the choicest colours. So, have a look and go onto Google and look at the colour wheels and look at the different types of colour palettes that you sort of might be interested in, and then just put it onto, I don't know, like a Word document or something like that. Start building I call it a room makeover design vision. So people might call it a vision board. But just, start creating a room makeover design vision so that you can actually see the different types of things that you're being drawn to, and then that would be reflected into your home too, because, we might like different colours and textures and patterns, and people get so overwhelmed with those three elements when don't be scared about them, especially with patterns, because you can have like a bold pattern like behind me, but then you can start toning it down by introducing like a solid white or a solid green, and then even a smaller leafy print. So it all comes together. But my biggest things would be have a look in your wardrobe, what you've currently got, and the colours, textures and patterns, and then go start creating a room makeover design vision. Start compiling things that you're drawn to, and then look at it, and then once it's on paper or you can visually see it, it will start to become a vision and starts coming the reality of what you're actually wanting to put into your home.
Yeah. And for people that might be on here that are renting, that doesn't take away from, you can do so much.
Absolutely.
All the accessories and
And, even to go and talk to your real estate agent to say, look, I want to put some wall hangings up. They're not going to let you go and paint a whole house, but we still can introduce, wall hangings. How can we do that? By those 3M hooks. There's ways around by still making that rental that is your home but isn't your home to be your home.
Or home. That's
so by bringing in these things, and absolutely, like putting cushions and bringing a rug in and throws and home decor, bringing that stuff in to create that space that you desire.
And it's really interesting, isn't it? Do you sort of cover things like Feng Shui? And I call it Feng Shui. I've heard it called so many different. How do you pronounce it?
I pronounce it Feng Shui, but no, I have a little bit of knowledge about it, but that's not my forte. And I love Feng Shui and the actual basis of it. It just makes so much sense to me. But
the feel and the energy of things, right?
And that's what I say as well. Like in your home, I don't know, like I said, I don't know much about Feng Shui, but I know a little bit about it. So it's creating, when you're positioning your furniture and your bedding, your bed and all that. So make sure the energy is able to flow and there's no blockers. Like don't put a bed in front of the door, you know,
Yeah.
in the doorway, because that's going to block the energy coming in and out. In your living room, make sure that your lounges are actually spaced where the energy can keep flowing. It's just, you know, like it's like a road. So you're not going to go put a bollard in the middle of the road and people go, oh my gosh, that's it now, I'm blocked.
Yeah,
you
energetically, absolutely.
Yeah.
I also heard not to put plants in your bedroom.
Look, I've heard that, but then I've heard also fake plants is the biggest thing.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an interesting, like it's interesting, and I understand the dynamics of it. But it's just like acupuncture, right? You've got to study it like for years and years to actually understand the whole process.
That's
and
right.
the spiritual aspect of it as well. So yeah. So thank you so much for jumping on and being part of our Wednesday wisdom. If people want to get in contact with you, have you got any way of, like, can they just give you a call and do a quick chat or something?
Sure.
How do people get in contact with you?
So people can get in contact me through my personal page, which is just Sally Jess. I also have the Stylish Home Decorators business page, and I have the Stylish Home Decorators Network Facebook group. So that you can get in contact with me through either those Facebook pages, or just drop me a DM, and then we can arrange to. I do a 30-minute home style strategy call, so that's where I get to sit. We do Zoom, and we just go through. You know, you might have a blocker in your house that you're not too sure, and then we can just talk through it, and then we can see how I can help you and whether you've got enough information out of what I've provided.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so if you can put those links into the Facebook group when we finish, and we'll put it into the YouTube for you. So that would be awesome.
Yeah, I also do Elizabeth, I also do a monthly How to Find Your Home Style Masterclass. So that's the actual whole name of it, but then I bring in different elements each month. So the next one is on the 25th of March at 7 p.m. If you're happy, I can drop the registration link in through there as well. And it usually goes for about 45 minutes. So it's just going back to basics and learning how to do what we do and become a styling pro in your own home. Yeah,
that's fantastic. Yeah. So what is your topic this time around?
So this time round, it's getting clarity on your unique interior style. It's what's the biggest influencer in your interior style? And goodness me, the third one, it keeps escaping me because I've only just come up with these ones just the other day. But I'll pop those three pillars into as well. Excellent. And I would love to have some of your followers to come and join us, and even it doesn't matter what level you are in your interior styling journey. It's very simple. It's pretty straightforward. There's no, huge technology words on, interior styling and that. So I just keep it simple for the people who have no knowledge and want to start their journey on interior styling in their home, or to, someone who has an idea but they've got that blocker that they can't, work out.
Something's not feeling right and they don't know how to fix it, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Sally. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure to be here and be interviewed by you. Like you said earlier, that we'd done an interview earlier on my page, and it's lovely to connect. And thank you for your followers who have come and watched us today, or they'll do
everyone that's watching, and also
replay.
Yeah, hashtag replay for those that are watching the replay. And we'll catch you next Wednesday. Take care.